Hello, my loves. How are you guys doing? Happy December 11th. I hope all is well. Today, we're going to discuss my financial goals for the year of 2025. So, as we approach a new year, it is so important to assess our current goals for the year and to plan for the future. And there's a few goals that are going to be repeats, but they're so important to my family's financial freedom. And so I have, I think 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 goals. I have 12 goals for the year of 2025. And I cannot wait to share it with you. But before we get started, let's go for the get to know me question of the day. I hope you guys are enjoying my 25 days of Empress Foxxy, aka Vlogmas. And today's question, and you know, I wish I had showed you guys this before this video. I've been pulling the questions out of here and just not showing it to you, but it's cute, so I hope you guys like it. Okay, so just randomly selecting it with you guys. So you can see I don't know what questions are in here or which questions in here. Okay, so for this one, today's get to know me question. What was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up? Okay, so let me know in the comment section. What was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up? And I will answer this question at the end of the video. All right, let's go. There's so many things that I want to accomplish, but I have to be realistic and see what we can actually accomplish this coming year. And I used our results for 2024 so far, our current results, to kind of gauge if it's doable, and also consider different events that we have coming up next year. So that is what led me to draft up these saving goals. My goal is to accomplish all of them. I pray that we do, but if not, you know, it's not to say that we didn't try. Attempt will be made. But our goal is just to make sure that we take care of the family. So for this year, my goal is to accomplish everything on this sheet and, you know, just surpass them, just exceed our goals. So let's get started with goal number 1. Okay, for 2025, I would like to add $1,000 to my emergency fund. So let me make sure I say this. This year we worked on the emergency fund, and I realized that the emergency fund is not really an emergency fund. We had to dip into our emergency fund this year, and thankfully there was enough in there in order to complete or to take care of the emergency at that time. However, with the economy that we're in right now, $1,000 really isn't enough for an emergency fund. So my goal is to add another $1,000 to the emergency fund. That will get us to $2,000. And then if we accomplish everything on this sheet, then we will add more to the emergency fund. And I think that's something that we'll need to do every year. Add $1,000 every single year, so that, or more, so that our emergency fund matches our family and the economy. I have a large family, so $1,000, if everyone in my family ends up with an emergency, we're screwed with $1,000. So it would be great to have $1,000 per person, but we have to be realistic with our goals for right now. So that's my first goal. Well, no, first goal. Number 2. Number 2 for our 2025 goals: complete the penny savings challenge. This year, we worked hard on it. It was definitely a challenge. It lived up to its name, and for sure, definitely not going to complete it this year. However, I am determined to complete next year. And if you're not sure what I'm referring to, I am referring to the savings challenge. And so every day you save a penny each day of the year. Color each square in when you've saved for the day, and then at the end of the year you would have saved $667.95. That is what I want to complete. So put together the $1,000 plus $667.95, and you're already almost at $2,000. But yeah, I'm so determined. I'm not sure what container I'm going to use for the saving process of it, but this was a fun challenge. It was amazing to figure out, to count all the coins and figure out how much was saved. So I definitely want to complete this next year. Just going to put a little bit more effort into it. Not sure what we're going to use it for next year. So during the year, we'll figure out where to allocate the funds once we save it. Okay. Okay. Goal number 3. Complete the 52 envelope challenge. This year, this is my 3rd go round with this 52 envelope challenge. Actually, it's complicated. This year we did modified versions, and so next year I am going to do modified versions throughout the year, a different one every quarter. And I'm starting quarter 1 of 2025 with this beautiful savings challenge right here, my 52-week challenge. So let me zoom out a little bit. Here you go. I'm not sure what modified version I'm going to do next year to start the year off. Got to start it with a bang. So we'll figure that out as the new year approaches. But that is savings goal number 3. Now this next one's difficult. Number 4. I originally said pay off 2 credit cards, but I realized that wasn't that it wasn't difficult enough. It wasn't as much of a challenge as I would have liked. So I changed it to 3. And this is the reason why. This year, I paid off officially 1 credit card, but I've paid off half of another credit card. And so since that credit card is halfway done, I'm like, hey, I can pay off that credit card by June of next year. And so let's aim for 3 credit cards. Actually, I think I can accomplish this 2nd credit card first quarter. Might be pushing it. And we don't know what the year is going to look like yet, but my goal is to pay off 3 credit cards. So there we go. Number 5. My Christmas savings fund binder. Instead of saving for Christmas closer to the last quarter, I am going to start saving for Christmas in January. Smaller amounts the first half of the year, and then really chunking amounts the remainder of the year, because I'm already starting to think about Christmas presents for 2025. Don't judge me. And the presents that I have in mind as of right now, they're on the pricey end. I want to give my kids some presents that they'll have for many years to come. And those presents take a little bit more funds than your standard items. So for number 5, Christmas saving fund binder, I am working on that now. So hopefully I'll have that ready to go soon. Okay, next up, we have pay off my GMC, so my car. And this one is an aggressive goal because I want to have it paid off by January 31st. It's aggressive. It's probably not realistic, but it's aggressive and it's a challenge. So that is the goal. That means in January, I really need to just tighten up. There's like all of January is no spend. All of January, not even a little bit. The entire month is no spend. So that is goal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7, vacation. My family usually takes 2 to 3 vacations a year. But in the past few years, we've taken really short mini vacations, like a day out of town. I would like to go on a full-blown vacation next year. In a perfect world, I would go on vacation like right before school starts or at the end of the school year in June for a few days, a long weekend per se. So that is something that I would like to do. I don't know where. I have so many places on my bucket list, but you know, it's for a family vacation, you know, it's a family decision. So we'll see how that goes. Goal number 8, which is not really a financial goal, but we're going to budget for it. I'm going to go back. We're going to budget for it. So that's the reason why it's so much. And for the vacation, we are going to use this tracker that I made. It's called Be About Your Money. I haven't set a goal yet because we haven't really discussed it as a family. But once we have a goal amount and do our research, we'll designate an amount for the beehives and then track it on here throughout the process. So I'm so excited about this one. Isn't it cute? All right. Okay. 8, sinking fund, change and track. This year, I created the sinking funds. Some of them I used more than others. Some of them I didn't have realistic amounts in. It was trial and error. And then in the summertime, I kind of like completely just was like, okay, bump the sinking funds. But then I realized I was overspending. So I went back to sinking funds. So now I want to take another look at my sinking funds, change them, the categories, and then actually do a full tracker of it. So I can really gauge the amount that we need and set up an average amount that we need to stuff in the envelopes every month. Okay, so that's a project for 2025. Okay, number 9, reward wins quarterly or monthly. When I completed the first round of my 52-week challenge, I rewarded myself with a treat, and I love that. And that's literally what I need to do. And actually, we need to do this as a family because they're working on these challenges as well, but just need to reward the small wins so that when we get to the big win, it's like, yes, and we can pause and reflect on the process, the struggle, all the steps taken to achieve that goal, instead of just pushing through and saying, oh, okay, push. Then you get there, you're like, all right, it's time to work on the next goal. Just reward the small wins and move from there. So that's just a true moment of reflection for me and my family so that we can continue to move forward and not fully burned out along the way. Okay. Goal number 10, a month ahead fund. I actually have already set up my month ahead binder this week. And so here it is. We have all the categories. Our goal is to become a month ahead by the end of 2025 and then work towards getting 2 months ahead and etc. So this is what we'll be using to track our progress on the month ahead fund. Number 11 is no late fees. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, late fees are disrespectful. I promise you, every time I see a late fee, I cry. Because that's money that could have been used as an additional payment to pay down the balance. And so my goal, no late fees, which means careful tracking, making sure that the budget is up to date, making sure that we're sticking to the budget so that we don't end up overspending, but really paying attention to bill due dates, etc. So goal, no late fees. Okay. And last but not least, goal 12 is a year of 20. So I started this challenge in November. And what I'm doing is every month, every week on Tuesday, I am adding $20 to my year of 20s. Don't look at this, pretend like it's not there. I did finally make a tracker for it. Look at the little penguin drinking boba. Yes. But every week I'm adding $20 and we're on week 47 right now, but every week we're adding $20, and the goal is to complete this goal by November of 2025 so that we can use that. That's for I'm saving for my mom, and so that's my mom's stash right there. That's like my mom's emergency fund. Okay, so here it is. 2025 goals. Not too bad. Looks really good. There's still a few kinks that I need to work out and figure out. But other than that, this is what our 2025 focus is looking like. This is, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 states, write the vision, make it plain. Okay. We have written the vision. It is plain to see. This is our focus for 2025. And if we put God in it, which is what we're going to do, then we are going to move forward and accomplish goals. We might not accomplish everything on this list. We might accomplish some goals that's not on this list that we didn't realize needed to be a goal. But, you know, we wrote the vision. It's made plain. And so now pray over our goals, pray for a safe 2025, and see what we can do in order to reach our financial freedom. That is just goal. Teaching my kids financial freedom so they're not dependent on debt. You know, doing all the things that they need to do in order to feel comfortable and live comfortably and not drown in debt. So important to always have a savings, a backup plan, an emergency fund. All right, that is all that I have today in regards to our 2025 goals. So now let's answer the get to know me question. All right, get to know me, get to know me. What was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up? I can tell you my least favorite, and my mom absolutely loved it, and she bought it like they would never have another box in the store, so she needs to buy it all. My least favorite cereal is cornflakes. My mom would, this is before, well, did they come up with Frosted Flakes while I was a kid? Yeah, they came out with Frosted Flakes while I was a kid. But before that, it was just cornflakes. And she would add sugar to it. And so I just don't like soggy cereal, period. Like cornflakes, as soon as the milk touches the flake, it's just crumble. I have issues with texture. So that was my least favorite. My favorite cereal growing up, and it's still to this day, is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Hands down. Period. There's so many different versions, but I love that. Another one that I like, and it's not gonna make sense, but it does. Raisin Bran. As a kid, I would, because the cereal was Wheaties, it didn't get as soft as cornflakes, so I would just kill that. Or if we had Wheaties, I would add raisins to it. Now, since they've released like so many different versions, now I absolutely love the Crunch Bunch version of Raisin Bran, like with the oats. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Just those two alone, I'm good for the entire week. All right. So what's your favorite breakfast cereal? And do you still like that breakfast cereal now? I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching day 11, and I will see you guys tomorrow for mini games. Bye.